What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American Politics, back in with a new video, and today it is time that we discuss the shit show happening in Arizona. Now, I know, this is a disgrace right off the bat. I don't think anybody can disagree. What's happening in the state of Arizona is a total disgrace, in particular Maricopa. Really? You're making Clark County look competent. And it's a disgrace. And a lot of people are dooming, they're posting misinformation about the races happening in Arizona, etc. But it is time we discuss what's really going on here because, quite frankly, after what Dave Wasserman did last night at, of course, 12 a.m., 3 hours after the last vote dump in Arizona, calling the race for Mark Kelly when nothing's changed. But then this morning, oh, I'm sorry, none of my colleagues like NBC News or Cook Political reported it. This is my personal opinion. I knew, okay, there's a lot of bullshit going around, so we're discussing what's really going on in the state of Arizona. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below, and join the channel today. That is right, folks, for just 10 cents a day, you can join Real American Politics, only 10 cents a day. It's a phenomenal deal as the daily content continues. Even after the election, we're continuing the daily content. So I hope you join today. Alright, let's talk about Arizona. So this is my disclaimer. I am not saying Mark Kelly's going to lose or Blake Masters are going to win. I'm saying Kelly is the favorite. Yes, he is the favorite right now. But, to say that Blake Masters has no shot, you're either delusional, you don't understand what's happening in Arizona, or you're an idiot. One of the three. But point is, this is a disgrace what's happened in Arizona. What's basically happening is Maricopa County is holding hostage 300,000 votes. And take a guess. Take a guess what type of votes these are. The equivalent of election day votes. They're holding hostage. Yeah, 300,000 just in Maricopa of election day votes. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, they're mail-in ballots. Not really. Yes, technically, they were mail-in ballots, technically. But in reality, the person showed up to election day, handed it in person, and the party ID of these voters is fairly Republican. Geez, I wonder who they're going to break for. So that's the biggest misinformation. A lot of people think they see 300,000 mail-in ballots. They think, oh, that's just mail-in ballots that are going to favor Hobbs and Kelly. You look here, early ballots broke for Mark Kelly. But these votes, they're going to break more similar to how the polling place votes broke, election day votes. They're ones that were handed in in person by the voters. And you look at the demographics of these voters. I mean, 360,000 voters statewide, not just Maricopa, are August primary voters that have not yet been counted. Yeah, Maricopa alone probably has 300,000 of them. There's so many votes that are Republican favorable left to be counted. And so far from what we've seen, Blake Masters has won 67-70% of these votes. Do I think that'll continue? I don't think so. But if he wins 63% of what's left, which are Republican favorable votes, he wins. So this idea that he can't pull it off, absolutely he can pull it off. It's like saying in Nevada, there's no chance for Laxalt to lose. Laxalt could still lose. That's to be a close race, just like this one. This election will be absolutely close. So there is around 500,000 votes left statewide, and the vast majority, again, according to data we got, are Republican voters. They voted in the primary in August, and they're registered Republicans. The vast majority, or plurality, I forgot, I think it's exactly a majority in most counties, but you get the point. The remaining vote is going to be blood red. The question is Is it red enough? So far from the dumps we've gotten that are election day mail-in ballots, I call it, they are drop-offs, or I should say, no, not drop-offs, because that makes people think they're drop boxes. They're more like walk-ins, like you walked in, handed in your ballot. That's the best way to describe these votes. They've broken Republican. The question is this, will that keep up? And how good will the remaining Pima County vote look? Again, that is Pima County, but it is election day votes that's left in Pima. I'm pretty sure it is election day votes that's left. So you start doing some math and you realize, oh yeah, there's a shot that Masters can pull it off. And plus, knowing Maricopa, oh wait, sorry, we forgot to count 30,000 more. Gotta do it next week. It's just pure incompetence what's happening in Maricopa. That's the best case scenario. If not, worst case scenario, they're pulling shenanigans. I'm not saying anything. I'm not alleging anything. I'm hoping it's just pure incompetence. But what's happening in Maricopa is a disgrace. And there needs to be an argument to be made. You got to split up the county. You have to split up into 3 counties. You cannot keep doing this nonsense of waiting weeks after weeks after weeks. But it is what it is for the Senate race. There's a serious shot Masters pulls it off. You look at the precinct data, and surprisingly, the Charlie Kirk show, which again, I recommend watching their streams, especially with the election stuff, because they actually have proof. There's a lot of votes left in even the blood red parts of Maricopa that have been counted. So a vast chunk of this already red vote is from the bloody red parts of Maricopa. How do you think these voters are going to break? And I know that Maricopa's been playing games about, oh, Katie Hobbs had a dump that favored her. While you start looking at what was counted in that batch, you start thinking, okay, they're purposely nitpicking votes. Again, that could be a conspiracy, whatever, but you realize what they're counting, you start realizing they're mixed matching ballots, they're nitpicking exact batches. It's like, okay, that's kind of weird. Again, that's worst case scenario. Hopefully it's incompetence what's happening. Because if they're actually nitpicking votes like some people think they're doing, they make it look like, you see, Hobbs has a shot, Masters has no shot, but then suddenly dump a bunch of votes that get Lake over the hump and potentially Masters. They purposely create doubt. If that's what's really going on here, that's a disgrace. But again, I'm hoping that's not. I'm not saying it is, but that's what a lot of people are claiming is kind of happening here. And I'm hoping that's not true, because if it is, that's not a good look. But as for the governor's race, like I said, Lake's going to win. Lake is going to win the governorship. Stop this crap of Hobbs pulling off. Even Steve Kornacki admitted, yeah, she's more than likely going to win. The remaining votes are these blood red votes, and she's only down by 1.5 points. So to say that, these election day votes are going to break for Hobbs, all Lake needs is 52% of what's left. You not think she's going to get it? She's going to get a lot of these votes. She's got around 70% election day votes. And these votes are essentially election day votes. So even if you do 12 points worse, 15 points worse, Lake would still pull it off. So she is going to win that race. It's a matter of how much. The House, District 6, Republicans won that. District 1, it's going to be closer than expected, but I fully expect Schweikart to pull it off. Stanton's going to win, but it will be closer than expected. As for the other races, it's looking pretty good for the Attorney General race. It looks like Abe's going to pull it off. Let's see here. Secretary of State's going to be the one that that's going to be the tough one. Will Finchem pull it off over Fontes? That's a tough one. But Republicans look good for the other races. That's the only one that I'm not the most confident about. But it is possible, especially with what's left and the fact that people are misleading everybody once the votes are left. Again, you can look at Arizona's own website. They admitted 500,000 votes are left to be uncounted. And you start digging deep into these, they start admitting, oh yeah, most of it's election day votes. Again, how do you think these voters are going to break? It's a matter of how much. If they break similar to how these election day votes have been breaking, Blake Masters will become the next senator. Again, I'm not saying he will break that much, but there's a shot. So to call Blake Masters a loser and Mark Kelly the winner, Complete delusional. And don't call me, oh, you're coping. I'm not. I'm just pointing out perfectly reasonable data points that show Blake Masters still has a shot. It will be close, but he still has a shot either way. So I'm not coping. I'm just saying what Maricopa admitted. I'm using what Pima admits they got, etc. So hope everybody understands that. I'm not saying Masters will win or lose. I'm just saying the pathway is there. He has to keep up these margins if he wants to, which is not crazy considering they've already done better than expected with election day votes. So we just got to see what happens. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the Twitter account in the description down below. Enjoy the channel today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Godspeed to all of you.